6:52, time for the morning sprint.
Today, airports nationwide have new rules for travelers, regardless of their vaccine status or home country. Everyone will have to receive a negative COVID test within 24 hours of boarding a flight headed to the U.S. This is happening as more Omicron cases are being reported in more states. President Biden also extending the federal mask mandate for planes, trains, and buses through March 18th.
Today is the last day camping will be allowed at Rindall Park. City officials say all belongings have to be out of the park by Thursday. People have already begun moving to tents into the sheltered encampment on Dairy Drive. The space is meant to serve as a temporary fix to help people experiencing homelessness in the area. As of right now, the shelters will only be there for a year.
The Department of Transportation says its Beltline Flex Lane project is delayed. The program was supposed to be ready by the end of this year, but it's being pushed back to next summer. You can read about the new timeline over on channel3000.com.
Former Senator Bob Dole of Kansas has passed away. In February, Dole announced he had stage 4 lung cancer. Dole was a World War II veteran and the 1996 Republican presidential nominee. In 36 years on Capitol Hill, Dole helped shape a range of policy issues, from taxes to rights for the disabled. Bob Dole was 98.
A warning before we get our first snow here in Wisconsin. After Minnesota's first snow of the year, retailers are warning things like shovels are harder to come by this season. Vendors in the Minneapolis area say they do have some in stock, but it's not the usual variety. They blame it on the supply chain backup.
Kids in our area got a chance to pick out some gifts for the holidays yesterday with the help of Madison Police. Law enforcement agencies across Dane County partnered up with Target for Shop with a Cop. Normally, kids and cops shop together, but because of COVID, the cops did the shopping, picking items off a wish list.
There is a recall this morning on more than 240,000 pounds of ham and pepperoni products. It's for possible listeria contamination. The affected meats were sold nationwide under a number of different brand names, including Welshire and Butcher Boy. They're fully cooked products, and they have a specific code on them. You can find that number on channel3000.com. If you have that meat, throw it out.
A cruise ship returned to New Orleans over the weekend with 10 people on board testing positive for COVID-19. The Norwegian Breakaway left November 28th, stopping in Belize, Honduras, and Mexico. The cruise line says testing, quarantining, and isolation protocols were followed. Everyone on board will now have to be tested, and those who test positive will have to go directly home or self-isolate. 6
new men are being inducted into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Among them are Buck O'Neil, a champion black player who had a career that lasted 8 decades. He was also the league's first black coach for the Cubs in 1962. The only living members voted in include former Twins teammates Tony Olivia and Jim Kaat. Congrats to them.
Blustery and gusty is how we're going to be starting off our work week, as we have a wind advisory in effect for all of southern Wisconsin until about noon for today. Now, as we take a look at what we're going to be seeing throughout the course of the day, well, we're going to be seeing those temperatures really top off into the high for today, into those mid-20s early this morning. Then as we get into the later part, we're going to see a downward trend going into the teens for today. We're going to be clearing, however, so plenty of sunshine, but it will be windy throughout the course of the day with those single digits going into tonight. Well, we're looking at wind chill values below 0. And then looking at some light snow showers going into our Tuesday afternoon. But as we get throughout the next couple of days, which are going to be the coldest of this week, we will be trending upward and seeing some chances of some wintry mixes and even some light snow coming into Saturday, guys.
We'll keep an eye on those wind chills coming up in our news breaks. Stay with us in half an hour. We'll be back.